So if there is an offer from Samsung, you want to come back 100%, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was one of the really big reasons why I really wanted to go back to Samsung. Yeah, Penny, I love you, man. I miss you. I'm super proud of you. I can't tell you how much it means to me to hear how well that you were succeeding. The third baseman from SSG.
최정?
최정.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he had some success against me. And Ruji Wan, number 8 from Hanwha.
Hi, David. Thank you for joining us today. Where are you based right now, and how have you been?
Well, right now I'm living in Pennsylvania, Easton, Pennsylvania. That's where my home is. That's where my wife and I actually just built our home. We
Hmm.
finished it. We finished it this year. Well, last year in February. So that's where we spent this off season. We are currently down in Orlando with our kids on vacation, down in Disney in Orlando, Florida, and just kind of enjoying the week before I head back out for spring training.
Great. So Taiwan, right? Next season? I mean, this upcoming season?
Correct. Nothing is confirmed yet, but that's where all the signs are leading. Yes.
Okay. So you spent last season in Taiwan.
Hmm.
So what was your experience like in the CPBL, and how would you reflect last season, the first time in Taiwan?
It was great. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It was very similar to the energy of like the KBO. Just the fans are very passionate. Um, the cheerleaders did. I guess the difference would be the cheerleaders dance like from the home team around the whole
Hmm.
back of the stadium. So it was a lot of fun for that. But just a lot of noise, a lot of energy. But I really enjoyed myself. I'm excited to go back.
Hmm. So you played in Japan, Korea, and Taiwan, like three different leagues in Asia. So
Yeah.
from your perspective, what felt most different about playing in the KBO, and
Hmm.
what do you think it makes it unique compared to the other leagues in MPB and CPBL?
Yeah. It's gonna be hard. I think one of the biggest things for me with the KBO is that there's 10 teams and everybody plays everyone equally. So you're constantly cycling through 10 teams. In Japan, there was two different leagues, 5 and 5. So
Hmm.
you're alternating between the teams, and then there'd be like 1 month where you play the other 5 teams.
Hmm.
But mainly throughout the season, it's pretty much just playing those same 5 teams over and over again.
Right.
And with Taiwan, it was kind of the same thing, is where you're playing 6 teams, but you're cycling through playing the same 6 teams over and over. I liked is that you're not playing the same team so consistently. Like
Hmm.
it's a mixture of playing this team, not seeing them from a while, and then coming back down the road and then playing them again. Schedule aspect, and just from a pitching standpoint, you're not facing the same hitters over and over again.
So you won 15 games in your first season in KBO and 16 the next season, leading the league in wins. So when you first came to Korea, did you ever imagine you would perform at that high level and stay for 4 seasons?
No, because my first game there against NC was okay, it wasn't crazy. And then my second game, I think,
Hmm.
was against Kiwoom and went really well.
Hmm.
And then I think my third game was against LG, and I gave up 10 runs,
Oh, really?
and I was freaking out. I was like, dude, what the heck, man? Like, I'm done. I thought Samsung was gonna send me home, and like I was so scared. Fortunately, the year turned around, and then I started to get a little more confidence and relaxed, and then the rest was history. But no, staying there 4 years, I really didn't know what to expect. My wife and I have been trying to go back the
Mhm.
last 2 seasons, but Samsung's had other pitchers, and they've been doing well. So, which is great for the team. I was really hoping Samsung to do well. We absolutely loved our time there.
So do you still follow the KBO or Samsung Lions after leaving Korea?
Oh yeah, I definitely still like I try to check in. I still talk to Mino pretty
No.
consistently. I'll reach out to a Won Tae-in, every now and then as well, just to kind of check in and see how he's doing.
So you mentioned Minho. So we feel
Hmm.
like you had a almost total trust in Kang Min-ho when he called the pitch. Like we really shook him off.
Right.
But with backup catchers, we saw that happen more often. We
Yeah.
think. So how important was Kang Min-ho to you, not just as your catcher, but as a teammate on and off the field?
Yeah, him and I, like we had a brotherly bond. We still talk. He was one of the really big reasons why I really wanted to go back to Samsung, and I just loved working with him, and I wanted to do it again.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, I haven't had that chance. So that's something I really wish I could do before I'm done playing, is at least pitch to him one more time. But yeah, it's just something that it kind of happened organically. Just him and I, we understood each other. We understood the work ethic and our sincerity of the game, and
Hmm.
we really we wanted to win. Period.
Hmm.
And but he was such a veteran guy, and I put trust in him of him knowing the hitters, knowing the league, and
Hmm.
having an approach. And then once he figured out how I like to work and like what my stuff was, I think it made it a lot easier. But I told the coaches pretty early on, I was like, hey, like if it's possible, when I pitch, I want to throw to Mino. Our other catchers were great, and I had great games with other catchers as well.
Hmm.
It's just the ease of the game with Mino. It took a lot of thinking out of it for me. There was no special game plan.
Hmm.
Like for him and I, it was nothing really detailed. It was just like we were going to pitch our game,
Hmm.
and if we needed to pivot and make adjustments, we would. But we had a game plan that we did regardless of who we were playing,
Hmm.
and that's what we stuck to. I really wanted to pitch to him at least one more time. I even talked to Mino about maybe one day he'd be the manager and I'd be the pitching coach or something.
He thinks you're gonna make a manager one day. He thinks.
He could be. He could
Uh-huh.
be.
And speaking of your former teammate, Oh Seung-hwan,
Yeah.
he just retired after
Did he?
the
Yeah.
season. Yeah. And he's starting the next chapter of his life. So do you have any message to him as a former teammate? Anything?
Yeah. Well, please tell him I said hello. He was just a class act, man. Being his age, already accomplishing what he had already accomplished, but he still showed up every day, always in the weight room, always doing his running outside, throwing his bullpens, taking pride in his catch play.
Hmm.
He was never too big for the game. He was so humble, and he always, he's one of the hardest workers in the room every day, and he was the oldest one in the clubhouse. So he is the epitome of what you want as an example of leadership
Hmm.
and a good teammate, hard worker, disciplined. It goes the same for Mino.
Hmm.
Those kind of guys, man. Like you don't find that very often. As I say, they're kind of unicorns in their trade.
So the Lions Park is known as a hitter-friendly park. So
Mm-hmm.
did you feel any extra pressure pitching there as a pitcher?
It's definitely a hitter's park, that's for sure. I do a Bible study weekly, and Austin Dean is
Mhm.
in the Bible study, and we always talk about. He's like, man, I absolutely love coming to y'all's field. Every hitter loves coming to Lions Park just because it's such a hitter's friendly park, man. I never really get that many home runs. I was more of a ground ball guy, but I remember some of the home runs I gave up in Daegu. Guys would hit them, and I would think that they were fly ball outs,
Yeah.
and they just keep drifting and drifting and drifting, and then they're 7 rows deep, and it's like unbelievable. Golly, so no, it was definitely a hitters friendly park. So you want to try to keep the ball down. That's for
Uh,
sure. You want to try to work down in the zone.
and who was the toughest hitter or team you faced during your time in KBO? Anybody remember?
Oh no, I remember a lot of guys.
Mhm.
There was always guys that had my number. The third baseman from SSG.
최정?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he had some success against me. I always had a good relationship with him. 27 from KT, the center fielder.
배정대. 정대.
Yeah, he for some reason he would always have success against me. The catcher, he went from LG to the Giants.
유강남.
Yeah, so yeah, for some reason I feel like he would always get me too. And Ruji Wan, number 8 from Hanwha.
노시환.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Number 8.
Number
Yeah,
eight, the third baseman guy, right?
yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He had pretty good success against me as well, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Well, any teams that you think that was the toughest for you?
I think it was in my fourth season, so I got
Hmm.
my first win against LG. I always felt like I threw well against LG, but for some reason, I like it took me 4 years to get a win out of them. Because I remember, like, once I got a win against them, that was like the last team I needed to get a win.
So you're known as a very cheerful and fun guy in the dugout, but
Mhm.
Won Tae-in, he once said that on the days where you were starting, no one even dared to talk to you because you were so locked in. So which version of David Buchanan is the real you?
Yeah, 100%. And I don't know what he is talking about. That is not true. That is not true. Even on start days, I would get to the field, and I would sit in the massage chair and watch a movie on my iPad or something. I wouldn't be all focused and serious. I guess because I always have my headphones in, maybe he thought I was
Mhm.
being serious. Um, but no, but I think it showed because like even if like guys would hit home runs when I'm pitching, I would still do funny handshakes in the
Mhm.
dugout. Um, no, I definitely the joking around, laughing, happy. That's definitely the authentic. Between the lines,
Uh-huh.
like once I take the mound, like in the inning, like that's definitely something that like that's serious, David. Like I'm not buddy buddy with the guy at the plate. Like I don't care if we're friends. Like I'm trying to get you out. Period. Outside the lines, man. I want to have a good time.
We remember you like staring at the camera right next to the dugout, eating
Yeah,
bananas. And
yeah.
that's a still meme that's going on.
I really miss Korea, man. I really do. Like I said, my wife and I have been trying to get back there for the last two seasons.
Hmm.
Um, the opportunity just hasn't presented itself, but I really miss it there. And we've talked about even if I don't get the chance to play there again, maybe coming back at some point and saying hello or throwing a first pitch at a Samsung game or something. I don't know.
And another story from Won Tae-in. So Tae-in told us that you're like extremely disciplined about taking care of your body. So no soda, no sports drinks, no alcohol at all, and barely any carbs. So
Mm-hmm.
he even said that if Tane was eating fried chicken in the clubhouse, you would just walk over and, give him a light tap in the head and tell him you should not be eating that. So, so do you have any routines or habits you had throughout your career?
I always Taney was kind of I really wanted to take him under my wing
Uh,
because I feel like I had a lot to offer, just of wisdom of like I've been around for a long time, and he has so much potential, and I think that's already shown of
yes.
his talent,
Mhm.
and he has such a good work ethic. But I think just his mental fortitude that I was just trying to strengthen because it wasn't weak. I was just trying to strengthen it. Maybe certain exercises that he could do or not do, and but the biggest thing would be diet. I'm very big on diet and nutrition and stuff. Samsung was very accommodating with me when I came in. I would give him a hard time if I saw him eating like junk food or drinking
Yeah.
soda. I'd be like, hey, no, no, that's bad. Throw it away.
Yeah. Any short message to One Tain?
I saw interview. He said he run from
Well, that,
your routine and
well,
your
that,
habit.
yeah, that kind of makes me emotional because I really appreciate that. No, I always looked at him like I didn't look at him as a son. Like I looked at him as like a younger brother.
Hmm.
I told all my friends here about him. Just his work ethic is what stuck out to me the most. Because with young kids, you might not see it that often. But his work ethic, his dedication, his discipline to like get better and always improve, um, like it was very admirable. Yeah, Tanny, I love you, man. I miss you. I'm super proud of you. I can't tell you how much it means to me to hear how well that you were succeeding. But yeah, I wish you nothing but the best. Stay healthy, keep working hard, keep being a leader, and stay away from the fried food and soda.
You actually already have a connection with us. I remember appearing on a show, Welcome First Time in Korea, and the
I know.
response from the viewers was incredibly positive. So, is that something that still stands out to you?
Oh,
I just wanted to share.
100%. 100%. People still talk about that video. That was a very special memory for us
Mhm.
to have that and back. And again, that was like we were hoping to come back because we were hoping to get back on the show
Mhm.
because Lily was just a baby and Bradley was he was a baby too. He's
Mhm.
only 2 years old. So I think to get back on that show and just see the kids now and just see their personalities and how much they've changed and grown, I think people would really like to see that transformation. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
How do you remember the city of Daegu and what was life like for you in Daegu or any other cities in Korea off the field?
Yeah, Daegu was great. We met a lot of really special people there. It felt like home. We had our routines of shops and stores and kind of places to go, things to do, favorite restaurants. Felt like home. And like when we got there to our apartment for this season, it was, it's like we were back home.
Do you remember the Daegu's hot weather?
Oh yeah, very much so. Very much so. Like the kids would want to go out in the playground, and like some days it would just be like so hot that you can only go out for a little bit. It's just too hot for the kids.
And how's Taiwan? The weather over there, isn't it?
It's yeah, it's tough. The same thing, man.
So there were some reports that Samsung offered you a contract after 2023 season, but eventually you guys just parted ways. So what was the most challenging part of that negotiation process?
My son was starting school. And so that was something that we really had to consider. We were also building a house, which was a very big deal. We wanted to go back. Like I wanted to finish my career as a Samsung Lion. But when it came down to negotiations with the front office, we didn't see eye to eye with my value, the term of the contract that I was looking for. Foreign players, as far as contracts, are treated a little differently. They don't get the multi-year contracts like domestic players do. And that was something that I was trying to fight against. It doesn't matter if I'm from America or Europe or Australia. It doesn't matter because on the field, I'm a Samsung Lion. And I wanted to be treated as such. But I get there's regulations, so they can only have so many players, and it kind of ties them up if they do multi-year deals. But I thought from a health standpoint and a performance standpoint that I had proven myself to get that. And I just wanted to be treated fairly as a Korean player would be treated. And I didn't feel that way. So I had to go a different route. And like I said, there was other things with my family that we had to take care of. But then the following year, like we had reached out and we pleaded to go back, and we asked numerous times throughout the season. We asked numerous times this off season, and I think there's still some hard feelings, unfortunately. I've tried to mend those fences, but because I think there was definitely misunderstanding. Yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't worked out. I wanted the fans to know that because my wife gets messages all the time from fans saying, "We want you to come back," and like, "We miss your family, we miss David," blah, blah. And I just wanted them to know that we're trying. Like we've been trying.
So if there is an offer from Samsung, you want to come back, but 100%, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right now, we understand you'll be playing in Taiwan again for the 2026. And so what are your goals for this season, and how do you see your rest of playing career?
Because I came over here halfway through the season last year, and I threw well. I just want to be able to have a full season to show what I'm really capable of doing for a full season of work. And just have another like strong, healthy season to show that despite my age, I'm still able to get the job done. So I want to go out there and prove myself to continue my career, to make sure that this isn't my last season.
Okay, so this is the last question. So do you have any message for the Samsung Lions fans and all the KBO fans in general?
The Samsung Lions have such a special place in my family's heart. Like my son has Samsung Lion stuff all over his room, like flags and towels and like my little jersey things. That was their whole childhood. That was Lily's whole life growing up. That's something that will never go away. We truly hope that we can come back. We would love nothing more to play there again. And even the KBO fans, just like whatever stadium I played against, like people were always so respectful to myself and my family. The whole South Korean experience was just nothing but a blessing to myself and my family.